episode of 2021 of the Fools on a Hill podcast. I am your host, Cal, and I am joined today by Yanni. How you doing, mate?
Hello there. I'm loving it. Let's make this year a better year. Yeah.
I'm also joined by Liam. You okay?
Happy New Year, mate. Happy New Year,
mate. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Blwyddyn newydd dda.
Blwyddyn newydd dda, a ti.
Did we all have a nice Christmas? Nice holiday season?
We did.
Yeah, nice relaxing period.
Yeah.
You know,
Full of
bit of time doing nothing.
fun and games.
And food.
Lots of food. And beer.
Lots of food, yeah.
Lots of food.
Yeah, it was good.
Lots of food and beer.
Did you, Colin, have a good time?
I did, yeah. I was a little bit ill on Boxing Day. A little bit overtired from all the
Too
fun.
many super noodles.
Too many super noodles on my roast. Yeah.
Weird. Very weird.
I'm not denying it, but it works. Leave me alone. God bless my now.
Have we got any good New Year's resolutions for 2021, chaps?
To not catch COVID. That would be good. I'd really
That's a good one.
like to not catch it.
Yep, that's a good one.
Ever.
I'm gonna
Very handy.
do a lot more walking. I'm gonna try and walk at least 5k a day.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do it just for January in my head, and then carry it on.
January, the very good charity.
Why would I do it for charity? Who cares about charity?
Normally people do walks, exercise for charity, don't they?
Yeah, but you can't do walks. Running, I accept. Maybe.
So you're saying, if someone's saying, listen, I'm walking from John O'Groats down to Land's End.
That's
you're gonna
completely
go,
different. Walking from
Listen,
John O'Groats to Land's End is a
get
bit more difficult than walking a 5k once a day for a month.
I agree.
There we go. It's
But
all
it's
about.
all,
It's all gravy, baby.
it's all getting you moving, isn't it?
That's
It's all about getting us moving.
Exactly.
Yes.
Good for the mind. Mind, soul, body, and scar.
And soul and scar.
Should we get into what's the
Scar.
story?
Go on then. Are we there yet? Are we in the story?
I think we're
We've
there.
landed.
Well, what is it, Liam?
So we've got a couple pieces of interesting news this episode. Obviously, we've had 2 weeks off, so it's just spread over 2 weeks, so there's plenty of it. Unlike usual. But firstly, we had a nice little release from Mr. Peter Jackson, the movie director.
Director of Avatar.
Not the director of Avatar,
Titanic.
but in fact, the director of King Kong, probably his most famous piece of work.
Yeah. Definitely.
He is working on and has been working on a Beatles film, I guess, for a while, which has had some delays
50
and
years.
stuff. 50 odd years, yeah. Since 1959 he's been working on this.
He's 60
What
now.
year do you think we're in?
Sarcastic prick.
Yeah, I know that was... Sorry, I
Or
actually
70.
went further back to... Because I'm pretty sure Beatles started in 59, that's why I went back to... But anyways, working on it for a while, and as a kind of an update because of the delays, he's released a little clip from the film, which is going to be called The Beatles Get Back. But as he said, it's not a trailer, it's not a sequence from the film. It's more an idea of the spirit. So he's created like this montage, basically, of clips from the film he's still working on. And the film's out in August next year, and the little video was very, very good.
Got a lot more in it than I was expecting. I was only expecting like a 2-minute thing, but it was
It's a 3-minute
jam
thing.
packed.
It was pretty lengthy, pretty
A
girthy.
girthy video. That favorite clips.
No, it looks really good.
I like the two of us where they're singing with the T-shirt.
Yeah, it's a good one. I don't know. It's just cool seeing them. Like, it really looks like it was recorded
Like yesterday, doesn't it?
yesterday.
Looked like yesterday. Oh God, take me back.
But it's crazy seeing them as like the thing that kind of felt weird to me is seeing people dressed like they were dressed at that time, but acting like people would act today. Just somehow there's just like a disconnect, and that just seemed really weird to me.
Well, even in the video,
really
they
cool.
looked like they were dressed differently to the other people.
They did. I think that didn't help, to be fair.
So
But yeah, it looks really cool just seeing them all kind of jammed together and stuff. And
I'm just
I think
happy, just happy together, aren't
happy,
we?
yeah.
4 little Liverpool boys.
I've not seen the Let It Be video, but from what I understand, it was more a view of their relationship breaking down and stuff towards the end of the band, whereas this definitely looks a lot more kind of upbeat.
Would you say it looks like they're getting back?
Breaking news, everybody. The Beatles are getting back together. August 2021. We're all going to be there. But no, it looks very good. And Peter Jackson did that World War One, I think, film a few years ago. Can't remember what it was called, but basically
unsure about the relevance to this point.
Yeah, where's this going?
Well, no, listen, hear me out. The have you seen it? I can't remember what it was called. They will not be forgotten or something. They will not forget us or something like that.
Irony.
But it was basically all videos from World War One.
From the Beatles in the studio.
Hang on, wait there a second. He colorized them all. He pieced them all together, like timed them because some of them were like slowed down or sped up, and he added sound effects to it that he made himself, and it made it seem like it was like
pew pew
you were watching.
pew.
Yeah, exactly that. But what I'm saying is he did a fantastic job with that. So with this footage, it's obviously a lot more recent. Still,
God, why are you marrying me? Christ.
It just looks like it's gonna be really good.
Tell him
But
to
it's
hurry
from-
up with Avatar 2.
Isn't there like 6 of them that have been announced?
Yeah, there is. The house.
Literally, like, there's going to be one for like every few years for the next 20 odd
They're
years.
going to leave it an 8-year
Um,
gap in between each one there.
It should do, to be fair.
How
But
long ago was
it was
released?
from
If I've got that
something
right.
like 55 hours of footage or something. It's from. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but
Oh, it's well off.
I guess if the film's only going to be 2 hours, then there's a lot to pick from. So
Yeah.
You know, I told you
Very
about
exciting.
this, didn't I think? Did I mention this before on a previous podcast? But it's all...
Avatar.
It was meant to be filmed for Let It Be was like a TV show. They were going to like just play music and stuff for the TV show. And then that went down the shitter. But all this footage was kept. And then they had to just piece it together to make the songs.
It's cool.
Oh, wow.
It's cool. I think it's a great album. I'm looking forward to listening. It would have been cool if it was one of the more experimental albums to see them like cutting the reels and stuff together and things like that. I don't feel like there's going to be much of that. Maybe like across the universe and stuff, I guess. But there's not too many weird
That was
songs
very
on this album.
experimental. I watched the video on it the other day. There was like loads of weird shit they did for it, but then were like, no, this is too far, and cut it out. So you never know, you might hear it.
Yeah, it looks very, very interesting. Yeah, so that's the first bit of news. There's nothing more to add to that.
Move
We
along.
look forward to
Move along.
viewing. Second on our list for this week, our big list of news. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, the Australian chamber psych band, as every band is nowadays, chamber psych, have posted on Instagram. I'm going to read this word for word so it makes sense. But
Just skip
Good
a few
luck,
out. Just
Pardon?
skip a few out. Do it in a random order. See if we can make it out.
yeah, for deal. No, they put, yo, indie labels, bootleggers, fans, weirdos, we've got a deal for you. If anyone wants to release these albums, you're free to do so. Only deal is you've got to send us some of them to sell on their website. Anyone keen? And basically a link to a website with, I'm not sure exactly how many, but quite a lot of like live albums and stuff. And like various bits and pieces from over the years, and they're basically asking people to, well, exactly that, to take the music and make bootleg albums from them, like physical copies of records and stuff
That's pretty cool.
that they can then, well, they're asking that they'll send some, and their exact wording on that was,
Nothing.
I'm finding it, was, yeah, don't forget you got to send us copies for us to sell on their website, Gizverse, whatever you feel is a fair trade for the use of our tunes. So that seems pretty cool. From a band that have released like 1 million albums in the last 5 years.
I was going to
the fact
say,
that-
how many are we going to get next year? Christ.
Well, you think that like one of these live albums, if 50 people say, yeah, I'm going to put my own money into it and make 10 vinyl copies, there's Discogs is just going to explode, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of worth behind some of these.
Mm-hmm. But it'll be cool to see what people potentially do with that and how they release them and stuff.
I'm
But
so
it's
excited, Liam.
pretty cool.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
It's a shame
Thank you
that
so
the actual albums don't live up to the cool stuff they do for the releases of the albums, isn't it? All these cool things
you
they
could
do.
say that. You could say that.
Should we all?
Although
Oh, go on, Liam. Sorry.
go on. I was going to say, from what I've seen of videos and stuff, they seem like a very good live band. And they have 2 drummers and full drum kits and stuff and 6 guitarists. So these are all live albums, so I think there should be some good stuff there if you want to listen to it. But I guess the cool point is them just giving it out. It's pretty.
I think we should all do a sweepstake and guess how many weeks throughout the next year we will speak about King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard releasing something.
Yeah, see if they'll try and release 10 in a year or something like that.
There's absolutely no need. Imagine having a new King Gizzard album every 5 weeks.
Wow. To be fair, if it was like, it wasn't last year, was it? It was the year before they did 5 or 6. They were all quite different, I guess.
If they're good,
Yeah.
won't bother me.
No, well, no, obviously. But I'm yet to really be
great
that,
point, Yanni.
that
Right
happy with anything they've done.
I'm here for the
So,
points.
Yes.
Well-
So anyway, so that's the end of that bit of news. And do you know what? That is the end of
That was
the
so much
story.
news, Liam. Oh my god.
Because really, even though we've had 2 weeks off, not much happens over Christmas.
He's gone.
I guess,
He's dead.
In the world of
He's
music.
dead. Oh,
Is
he's
he
not
dead?
dead. Is he
Have you lost
dead?
me?
We lost you for a minute there, child. Son.
Oh, okay.
son
I'm
of
still recording.
mine.
That's fine. Sorry, internet connection is unstable. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. It'll be on the recording, so if you heard me say it, I said it.
Wow.
But
You know, because you'll
yeah.
just hear me and Cal going, is he dead?
Yes.
Do you think he's dead?
But yeah, not much else in the world of music, I guess. I think the thing with 2 weeks, as we'll see in a minute, is that some news was announced and then happened. So it's a bit of a big period. But that's all that we cared about over these last 2 weeks. And probably more things, but we just don't. We're not very good.
Take me to the oven, Liam. Take me there.
I'm going to take you to the big, beautiful kiln that is
Toasty.
hot off the press.
We're in the mystical land of hot off the press.
It's a barren wasteland this week.
Yeah, no albums this week that we've listened to anyway. It's all going to be
Just
singles,
Tunes
and
after
EPs.
tunes, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Starting
Yeah,
with
not much,
numero uno, which was Jaded Hearts Club, a live track. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gloria. Is it the 100 Club? Is that what it's called?
It is in London.
it is the 100 Club. Yeah.
Fucking done his research this week.
Fair play, mate.
And it's a song. It's 10 out of 10. Sounds very good. Is the singer from Jet, or have I made that up?
Yes.
He
Yes, I believe so.
he has got a phenomenal voice.
Without
It
doubt.
sounds amazing on this.
Mhm.
It all sounds
Yeah,
very
there's some
good.
parts where he like kind of does like a rah kind of thing.
I think the Miles Kane
Sounds
singing
really
in the
good.
background,
He
and
turns
he
to a cat.
does his signature wow as he does in
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
song.
I was actually going to say the backing vocals let it down because they're not as strong as the the lead
I guess it's
vocal.
live though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe that's.
I
just
can
what
see that,
it is.
but the lead vocal just sounds amazing. As
Yeah.
do
Does sound
the
really
instrumentalization.
good. Who have we got in there? We've got Matt Bellamy. Sorry.
Yeah,
We've got is Graham Coxon.
He
that
is.
Right? Read
Yes.
yeah. Miles Kane, Nick Kester,
that? Miles Kane.
and
And more.
that's all I know. The Zootons drummer I know is in there.
Zootons.
The
Zootons drummer Sean Payne, yeah.
Zootons.
Jamie Davis. Do we know Jamie Davis?
Ah, personally.
Sorry,
My brother.
sorry if you're listening, Jamie. Not sure who you are. But they've.
Not
Are-
sure
have
if you're
they done
relevant.
like have they done a few shows together, or is this just like?
Yeah, I've done a few.
Yeah, they were
couple.
originally formed to perform Beatles covers at someone's wedding, weren't they?
Mm,
And they've gone on.
Yes.
They were Dr. Pepper's Jaded Hearts Club band.
Yes.
Now just
yes.
now
I
just
remember
the
that.
Jaded Hearts Club.
Yes.
Um,
But
And they've released a few tracks this year. haven't they?
Released
I've
an
not
album,
listened to
yeah.
them.
there is an album, you silly
Oh.
bastard.
Yeah.
Bloody hell,
And what
I've
did
never
everyone
really been
think?
inclined to listen. Don't know why,
Neither have I. No.
but after hearing this, I think I might. You know.
Oh, bloody hell, he's such a tease. Will he do it? Will he not?
Yeah.
Liam, did you like this song or not?
Yeah, I did like it. Yeah, it was very. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like one of my favourite songs in the world.
Very.
It's not exactly like the best song I've ever heard, but yeah, it's good. It's like that kind of old style Americana.
Yeah, that's
Well, it's
what
a
they're
cover-
going for, isn't it?
It's a cover of Patti Smith's rework of Van Morrison tune, I believe.
Fucking hell,
Alright.
I
convoluted.
know.
It's been through the ringer a bit. hasn't
And I believe
you.
it's Patti Smith's birthday today. That might be
it?
wrong.
Happy birthday, Patty.
Happy birthday, Patti. I'm sure you're
Hey.
listening.
Pat on the back.
I'm sure she's listening.
Patty on the back. Hey. Next. We've got nothing. No, we don't. We've got Afterglow by Ed
got nothing
Sheeran. We got
You
Afterglow.
got to finish then.
No,
I
no.
cut off for a second. I came back and you're like, we've got nothing left.
No. Well, the next tune has the word nothing in, which is
No,
what
it
I was going
doesn't.
for. Doesn't it? Have I? Oh no, I've just got it in the wrong. Oh, have I?
You've really.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
You've gone
To
against
say
what
you
said
wanted to follow
specifically
this.
just before.
Oh, bloody naughty! What's
The
going
next
on?
one
Yeah, it
is
does.
Calm's favourite artist.
it's the
is
return
next.
of
The
the Mac.
Once again.
Ed Sheeran. Oh my god. With
Here I am.
we got them with the song Afterglow, and boy is it a song.
Well, do you know what I had?
It had
Um,
essences of
Music.
Bon Iver,
It did actually. Yeah, I thought that from the
just in the
beginning.
vocals,
It's,
to be honest.
Yeah, definitely that style.
But yeah, apart from that, it's boring, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It's better than most stuff he's done recently, where he's tried to go
Poppy.
to. Well, he's just been poppy, and then he did that whole thing that was like kind of there's some
Oh.
grime stuff in there and all that
Sorry.
crap. Have I made that up? Have I
No,
projected?
Ed
what I
Sheeran
thought
isn't
the
Stormzy, mate.
No, he did it. Oh, maybe do you know? Or maybe I've made it up, and he just did a song with Stormzy. But he
Yeah.
did that like Project 6 or something, didn't he?
Oh, he worked with lots of different artists, didn't he? Yeah.
Number 6.
Number 9.
There's an advert
Which
still
was
up.
that?
There's an advert still up for that in real, which really bugs me because it's been out for years.
On
Been out for
the
a fair while.
the way to the tunnel.
Oh, Pigs,
there
new
was-
music coming soon.
No. There's a Joker poster that's been there for ages. The Wallacey.
That's gone that time, Colin.
What?
for-
Pigs, new music coming soon?
Yeah, that's disappeared
Yeah, man.
now. Someone
Has it?
One of
put
them
it.
has, anyway.
Wasn't it released in like
Yeah.
2007 or
It
something?
instead says Plandemic.
Wow.
Yeah, perfect.
Anyway,
I think this is, one of the better things he's done recently. I don't think it's a bad song. It's acoustic and kind of soft and simple, and it's not exciting in any way. But
exactly. And
I
if
think
it's
his first
not
album's really
exciting,
good, and if
then
he
why
was to do
bother?
more, I guess
Yeah, first album's really good.
Yeah,
first album's fantastic. But
It's not
Yeah,
that.
I don't think it's that. It's not offensive as some of his stuff. I would say that some of his most recent songs have been offensive to me.
They offended you.
as well.
deeply.
They've offended me massively, but this wasn't. I actually heard it on the radio before I realised it was out, and I was listening. I'm thinking, oh yeah, oh yeah. But yeah, so that's Ned Sheeran for you.
Ned.
Ned Sheeran.
Good old Ned.
Nothing
Next
at
up
all.
on the last, we have the band Def.
Pardon.
It's rude. That was rude. And
What?
their song Nothingness.
So this is what I was trying to say before when I said
Yeah, I know.
nothing, but I skipped the Ed Sheeran one.
Yeah, you're wrong.
On terms of the tune, it was good.
On terms.
Quite liked it. The chords the chords reminded me of the bridge in Nettles by Arctic Monkeys. I presume it's just the same rundown because it wasn't
No,
the same melodic.
no.
No, the bridge.
No.
But anyway, yeah, it was a tune. I liked it. It was only
Yeah, I
their
really
second
liked it as
release,
well.
wasn't it?
I didn't listen to the first one,
No, me.
but I would listen out for more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was perfectly good.
Yanni?
It sounds a little bit Joy Division. I'm currently listening to it because I missed it. But it sounds a little bit Joy Division, and I do see the Nettles comparison now. I've listened to it
Yeah.
actually.
You do see it now.
It's so clear in my vision. So I'll listen to it after the pod. But future me is gonna say I like it.
That's a
We
risk.
should listen out for them in future. No, I would.
Yeah, I would.
I have.
Yeah, I like the kind of the. I just listened to it back quickly as well. I like the what band do they remind me of? I don't know.
Joy Division.
Doesn't matter. Not Joy Division.
Oh, it's about
Not Joy Division. No.
Def.
Boom, boom. That
Rudolph
part,
the
man.
Red-Nosed
Anyway,
Reindeer.
there's-
Right.
fucking
We all liked it. Very good. Next one. Ready to get totes mosh. Oh, guys. It was Hayley Williams of Paramore
Fame.
fame. Thank you. That was far too long.
Why did you? Why were you?
With the EP, Petals
Yeah.
for Armour.
Self serenades.
Mhm.
All right.
Sorry, you asked me to
Um,
finish your last sentence, so I thought you'd want me to do this.
Yeah,
time.
you asked us to say fame. for
Yeah,
some reason.
because
So-
Full
that's what
waffles.
happens. Yeah, exactly. I cried.
Did you actually cry?
I didn't actually cry, no. But never be
She
afraid to
did.
cry. It's
No.
fine.
No. Show
Yeah.
your emotion.
No.
Men can cry too.
God damn it! You
Just
But-
boys don't. Boys don't.
Or big girls.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. And big girls are also beautiful.
Yes.
They are.
Thanks, Mika. So,
You're welcome.
Hayley Williams. Hayley Williams. So, this
Copyright.
this little
He's in
this
room.
EP.
Are you
Leo, get
talking
your words
Liam? Christ.
I'm trying to. So, Petals for Armour. She released this album, Petals for Armour, I assume, this year.
EP,
yeah?
man.
Yeah. No, she released an album this year, the full Petals for Armour,
Oh,
which I
did
haven't
she?
listened to, and I do want to listen to.
Oh.
But this EP, Self Serenades, is 2 acoustic versions of 2 of those songs,
Mm.
and also I think a new one, which is the last one. Find Me Here.
It didn't have acoustic in brackets, did it? The
It didn't,
third one.
no. So and it's also not listed on the album, so I would assume that's a little bonus. So, so these aren't new songs necessarily, but new versions, and the songs that we've not heard before, and I thought they were very beautiful. I think she's got a fantastic voice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought the guitar work was just beautiful, the songwriting was beautiful. It really, really was beautiful.
Would you say beautiful?
I would say...
Beautiful day.
You ruined that.
I
was gonna
did
do that.
not expect it to sound the way it did, or
No.
Hayley to sound the way she did. It was really, really nice, comforting,
Would you say beautiful?
like a warm blanket.
Like a warm blanket. Yeah.
Yes. And a nice cup of cocoa. Callum,
Yeah, I loved it. Very good. Mirror all your thoughts. Her voice is amazing. Yeah, it's nice. I've not liked.
man, a few
Much.
words.
Yeah, I've not liked much that Paramore have done since like Brand New Eyes, and I think that might be the case for both of you.
Yeah.
Is that the album?
I
That
quite
is
like
album.
the latest stuff.
Have you? Mm.
All like Hard Times and those ones.
Oh.
There was a few from that
Hard
album I quite-
times.
I really like her voice, so I think I just
Yeah.
kind of look past. most
Yeah,
of it.
maybe.
She's got great
So, but yeah, like you, I'm gonna go back and listen to the studio album.
For sure.
I'm just excited to hear more of her voice. Big fan.
Big fan.
I'm a big fan
Big
over
fan.
it.
Beautiful.
Big fan.
He used to be
Next
a
one.
fan. Now he's an air conditioner.
Yeah, that is true.
Next one was absolutely shite.
Yeah, it
Callum.
was really bad. It was.
Why did you suggest
Go on,
this?
Callum, you say it.
Puffin Clovers by Josh McClory. Not for me
Not for anyone.
at all. Josh McClory was in The Stripes, a band that you two abhor.
Really, really lovely, nice harmonicas, especially live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've discussed
right
this
in
before.
my soul. Deep
Um,
in my soul.
he's gone and done his own thing. I don't know. I've
So Callum,
not liked anything that he's done so far. I think this is his third tune on his own.
Give it a rest,
so
mate.
Callum,
Yes, Liam.
Josh McClory,
Yes.
formerly of Stripes.
Yep.
The Stripes.
Yep.
Of Y. And the Zen Arcade.
Yep.
or Zen Arcade, or the Zen whatever Zen Arcade, which includes the other three members of the Stripes.
Yes.
Did Josh McClory leave, or did they kick Josh McClory out? What happened?
Well, it just said
Or did they just split?
they
Do we
just
know?
yeah they just split, but the fact that the other three have stuck together and done a new project suggests to me
Mhm.
that Josh McClory kind of wanted to leave and do his
Yeah,
own.
I'd say so.
Because I think that what the song that the Zen Arcade released it was more in the vein of the Stripes. It's a bit more punky, but it's a
Yep,
bit
I
more.
agree.
You know, you wouldn't have been surprised if the Stripes released that. Whereas this is just pony.
Do we think what Josh McClory? Do we know what instrument he played? Or was he? The
He was
singer?
lead,
What
he was
the-
lead guitarist and backing vocalist.
Is there any guitar in this song?
Just sounded
I
like
don't know.
synth
But
bass and
I've
drums. to me.
yeah, I've seen the video for the first track and he's playing keys on it. So maybe he's going down the synth pop route if that's what he wants to do.
It seems so.
That's
it
what he
seems like
wants to
he's
do.
the next dirty hit signee.
But I feel like
And
I feel like
that's really
personally I'll carry on with the Zen Arcade's releases because I quite liked the first track.
Mm.
It wasn't anything amazing, but I quite liked it. It was all right. Whereas I don't ever want to listen to another song Josh McClory releases based on this.
I agree.
Well, please
Sorry,
don't make us listen to them then next time.
Well,
Thanks,
we're doing a
Callum,
new
yeah.
music
For that.
podcast. You gotta listen to some
What?
shine.
Oh, speaking of Callum, tell us about the next one because I'm not going to
How's the
pronounce
next
that.
Oh right. Wow. Dronning Elisiv by Merker, I want to say.
I'd say it's
By
pretty.
Merker.
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 Oh, it's a bit Merker outside in it today, lad.
Oh God! Please delete that bit.
Yeah. Sorry to anyone from the Wirral. Yeah, I heard of
Liam.
Merker.
That's me.
I heard
That
of
is me.
I heard of Merker through Steve from Ride on Amoeba's What's in My Bag. He picked out, I think it was the first album. And I didn't listen to much, but I saw this was on my release radar and I was like, come on then. I was expecting it to be a lot heavier than it was because I think, I'm sure they're like a metal band, but it was quite folky, I want to say, kind of.
He reminded me of what's the Icelandic band?
Oh,
Very well known.
yes. Yes.
Sigur Rós.
That's
Sigur
secret.
Rós.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
pretty sure Merker's Danish. I think.
Scouse, eh?
So it's
Merker.
Merker.
But I thought the vocals were very good, but it's not my type of song.
It's not my type of song. Although I was listening, thinking, what am I listening to? And then I also thought I could just sit and listen to this.
Yeah, I
all
didn't
day.
like it at all first time, but I listened to it again today, and I much preferred it.
Yeah, I could just put an album like this on in the background,
Mm.
but it was not exciting. It was nice music. It was like well done, and it sounded pretty.
It sounds to me like something that would have been in the background of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Specifically, yeah.
Specifically
I see
Part
what you
2.
Around
Yeah.
10-minute mark. Um,
Just when we're in the tent.
that's part one, mate.
That's it?
That is Part 1.
Oh God, idiot! To be fair, I don't know when last time I saw those films was.
Moving on, I'd like to know your
moving on.
thoughts on the new slow tie song.
Absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
Dog shite.
I really thought you were a slow tie fan from the first album, Jan.
I did like the first album. This, on the other hand,
Yeah, no, it's not good, is it?
moo.
It's more enjoyable second time round, as I often find with these songs, but I still wasn't a massive fan.
I think we convince ourselves things are good the more we listen to them. Because
Oh,
I think looking back some hot off the press albums, I listen back and I go, no, I didn't like this. I think I just listened to it 8 times in the space of 2 days.
It's because we
Anyway,
want people to
sorry.
retweet us, so we try and be nice.
Yeah, retweet please.
I don't. I am brutally honest. Slow Tie, this track, and that other one you did were absolute wank.
Yeah.
And please stop disrespecting women sometime fast.
Yep.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
You can get behind that message.
Is that? Is there something in this song relating to that, or are you just talking about the incident?
Just the incident there.
And that's fine. I agree. Yeah, it's shit.
And the next one, which was also a pile of shit, was Good Charlotte. I don't know if it's the return of. Have they been around this whole time?
2018 was our last album.
Oh wow.
No, I feel like haven't they done something more recent than that?
Nope,
I'm sure.
2018. I
No singles, no.
googled it. This was their first song.
It's certainly no "Get Your Hands Off My Girl."
Oh, big
I
banger.
can tell you that.
Big banger.
It was in fact just rubbish. It was just very typical of the genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a bad song. I thought it was quite catchy. Melodically, I thought it sounded like something off the latest Biffy record. Not a compliment to either Good Charlotte or Biffy Clyro. But just melodically, not the song. I don't know, the chorus reminded me of something. I could hear Simon Neil singing it.
You put on a Scottish accent, did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But yeah.
I know what you mean about that, actually, about the Biffy Clyro thing. I'm just listening to it now.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something to it. It's not as good as anything Biffy. Like Biffy Clyro's worst song is better than this, but yeah.
Is it a Christmas song? Do we know?
It's a festive song. It's about.
Okay.
I think they said something about they wanted to portray the highs and lows of the festive period.
There are plenty of both.
Yeah, something like that. It's their 20th anniversary of the first record, so they wanted to come back and share something
in full force.
Yeah, share something
in all their glory
for people to enjoy who have been on the rise the whole time. I read that in Enemy. Sounds like bullshit to me.
On the rise for the on the what? Sorry.
On the journey throughout the 20 years.
You didn't want to use that word that you said the first
been
time.
on the ride.
Oh, ride. That's what I said. Then.
I thought you said rise. Yeah, well, good for them.
Yeah.
If you've been on the ride for 20 years and you're satisfied with that, some concerns. That's some great hits.
That's the best review we're going to get for that song. The next one. Oh God, why is it all?
Here we go.
It is
so many bad songs.
Somehow
it
has managed to get worse. This is the worst song I've listened to since the start of this podcast. And this is in a week with Ed Sheeran. This is in a week with Ed Sheeran.
It's Ringo Starr, everyone, and Here's to the Night. Oh my lordy, it is terrible. I like whoever's put that. Released December 16th, but peace and love, man.
Yes, this was before our 2-week period, but we thought we'd include it, and really I regret that decision.
Yep, me too. I apologise for adding it to the list. In my notes, I've put, again, mentioning the peace and love, because I thought that was a funny route to go down. I know it's all about peace and love, but I wish I hadn't listened to this. Sorry, Ringo. Never will listen to it again.
I want Ringo to apologise to me.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
And I want a refund.
I want my Spotify monthly thing he paid.
You can afford this.
As well as my mullet.
Paid.
This was the auto-tune on it was not good either. It was so obviously auto-tuned in parts. It was a bad song, and I don't know why people also decided to hop on the song. It had lots of different people feature on it.
I didn't see it.
Or was in the video for it at least.
Oh, I didn't. I listened to it once on Spotify. I did not go out looking for the video.
Oh, you should. It really adds to the shitness of the song.
I would say if Ringo Starr came to me and played me a Good Charlotte song and was like, do you want to be on this video? I would say yeah in a heartbeat. So
guys, you need to watch the video. It's
I'll do it later.
Please, it's so bad.
Okay. But yeah, sorry, Ringo. Shite.
Ringo, no go.
Ringo, you owe me one. No go. Oh God.
It's really not good when Liam does the final joke because it's always a bit less funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't realise Yanni's was going to be that good.
They're always that good.
I do apologise.
I'm consistent with this shit.
I do apologise.
Next up,
I'm watching the video.
Good. Next up, we have Let All the Poisons That Lurk in the Mud Seep Out by Kelsey Lou, Eve Tumer, Kelly Moran, and Moses Boyd.
Were they there?
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Were any of those people there apart from Kelsey Lou? Because I happened to see. I was listening to Eve Tumor last night, and I noticed this track. I was like, "Oh, I've missed the song that's come out recently." And this was before I noticed that you'd added it to this list, so we must notice about the same time.
On the ball.
But yeah, it's particularly Eve Tumor, who's the only one I'm really familiar with. Where was Eve Tumor?
No,
Not on there. And I don't know who Kelly Moran and Moses. I've heard of Moses Boyd.
Yeah, I've heard of Moses Boyd. I think was Moses Boyd nominated for a Mercury?
That rings a bell, but I assume they're both well, Moses Boyd I assume is a vocalist, but there's only one voice on this song. I'm sure. Maybe there's some background voice somewhere, but
Might have just been the music side of it.
potentially. But there wasn't much going on musically.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, Moses Boyd
So-
was nominated for a Mercury. That's where I know his name.
Oh,
I'm
he's
glad
a
that's
drummer
settled.
as well, so maybe.
Yeah,
So
it'll
he's
just
a
be
British
musically,
jazz
wouldn't it,
drummer.
that the others were featured. But like, I was excited to
Particularly
hear
Eve
more.
Tumor,
Eve Tumor. Yeah, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
It's a good,
I
it's
mean,
a good
this-
song. Don't get me wrong, and
Yeah, it's
wonderful
fine.
vocals, but I was a
Mm.
bit disappointed with the lack of a tune.
Tumour.
Yeah.
Now, it's only getting better, everyone.
Yeah.
Here we are.
This
Now
is
we've
the way
reached
to this is
the-
the way to end.
The peak. Ali and AJ. Potential
Yes.
breakup song.
Yes.
New explicit version.
How dare they?
What?
It is
It's,
very good.
it's good. It's a good song.
It's a
good.
great tune, yeah.
It is so good.
Do we prefer the
When's the
new
original
version
from?
or the old version?
The old one's got a charm, hasn't it? The
Yeah,
old
see,
version's
I
got a charm
personally,
to
I
it.
personally prefer the old version.
I would say so.
But I think
They're very similar,
nostalgia
though.
might
They haven't really
play a
changed
part in
anything.
that.
It definitely will do. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they've really changed much.
Just the word stupid to fuck and stuff to
Well, yeah.
shit.
Yeah, pretty much. But like musically, like I feel like there's a few bits missing maybe from the new version that make it different, but generally it's not any
I
different.
think the new version sounded a bit a bit cleaner, which is ironic because it's an
Mm.
explicit version. But yeah, I think it lost kind of a bit of its edge.
yeah, I get that.
But
It's not as hitting.
but I mean, it's a Disney Channel tune in it, so it's not really going to be that edgy. But
Wow, Ali and AJ, cowbells they were, weren't they? I remember that.
yeah, it's,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Tune
Well,
But it's a good song.
it was very good, and that rounds up our hot off the press section. Now we
very
are moving.
lukewarm on the press. As
Yeah, it
the-
was actually a lukewarm off the press. Now we're going into the album Spotlight. Right. Wow,
Back, Yanni.
I fell.
I'm hoping that I can put that in the edit without having to cut it, and I can just get the thing. Because
You
this,
can't now because you just spoke over
no,
it.
it's not. This is break the
This
fourth
is
wall. This
post.
is it. This is it. This is
Listen, we're in post.
this
This is it. The
the
Strokes.
album Spotlight.
It's not even called that. Um,
You're
With
just
that,
answering the
tell me-
question. Is this it? This is it.
This is it. It's, tell me what it is. Liam, you do one word. Carl, you do the other. Back and forth until we get there. Go.
Okay. Paul
McCartney.
McCartney.
3.
Hey.
I thought you were going to do I and then I could do an I and then you could do another I.
Aye,
Well, it's
aye,
not.
aye.
It's not called McCartney. I. Is it?
Isn't it?
That's the pirate version, isn't it?
McCartney I, and McCartney I.
Oh, Johannes.
It's the famous
Jeffers.
trilogy of McCartney.
Go on.
Go on.
Why?
What? You
What's
sound
wrong?
like you're gonna say something.
I was going to
Callum,
say, go on.
Callum.
Hello.
Callum.
Hello.
Is it hot? Is it hot?
I'm gonna say something.
Listen, I didn't get to do it before, so is it hot, Callum?
I think it's quite hot.
Oh, it's a bit of a scorcher.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't keep
Smoky.
my hand in there. Give it a bit of a. Ooh.
I don't know what you're doing.
Get a cloth.
It's the hot off the press thing, but we're in album spotlight. But I'm just going with it.
Yanni, where are you? What are you?
What? I'm sorry, I'm missing a trick here. What's going on? We've already progressed past that part.
I know,
Why
but
you-
Liam's just
It's just a callback.
Liam
because
wants
we
to
didn't get
be
do it
Liam
earlier.
wants to be involved, and
You should be counting as lucky stars that he's even on this bloody podcast.
that's true.
Right. Paul McCartney. This guy can play instruments, am I right?
Who's that?
He can, and he does.
He
Liam's having a drink.
do.
What's he drinking?
It's Iron Brew.
Pumpkin
innit? Iron
juice.
Brew.
Iron Brew, actually. Sponsor me if you want Iron Brew. I'll take it.
I'll take it. Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. Oh, I lost my breath.
This
as I
guy
was
can
saying
play
that.
instruments, but he struggles to sing now. Bless.
He's reaching a ripe old age rapidly. It seems the same as everyone else.
Day
I
at a
think
time, eh?
I don't know. I don't know how Beatles age.
Backwards.
But I don't know. He's some of the other more recent stuff he's done. Egypt Station was the last
Mhm.
album he did, and
Yep.
some of the other stuff has never really appealed to me. And he always sounds like you should just kind of give it a rest now. And there are parts of this album where I felt the same.
Yeah.
And then there are parts that were genuinely really good, even
Yes.
vocally and different and quite exciting.
I could be completely wrong with this, but I think some of them he's had for a while. I think.
Oh, he thinks it.
I've watched a lot of interviews, but not paid attention clearly, as otherwise I would have known that.
Yeah. Did you watch the one
To
with
be a
Idris
fact.
Elba?
Elbow?
Idris Elba on BBC.
No, I watched the one
Idris
with what the fuck's his name? Zane Lowe. Zane Lau.
He's saying lie.
To the flow.
Yeah,
That was
watch,
very
the,
good.
watch the one with Idris Elba. It'll be on the iPlayer. Good interview.
Idris Elbow. Right, who wants to go first on McCartney? That sounds so weird.
I don't have a great deal here. I think Callum, you have a great deal to say. You
I don't
take
really
the
have a great
wheel,
deal to
mate.
say.
Callum
I'm-
always has
Yanni,
too
you
much to
take
say,
the
doesn't he?
wheel.
Always got too many words.
I'm just
Who's
gonna
your loads of
go.
notes?
I'm just gonna go through a few of my standout tracks. Do it like
Go on.
You pick up the guitar, Callum. Take us through.
that.
Give us your renditions.
I thought the opening track, Long-Tailed Winter Bird, I really enjoyed that track, and I thought the riff was very good. Find My Way was my favourite song on the album for a long time. Only
Oh.
to be overtaken by Women and Wives, which
Oh, interesting.
I really, really like. I think it's the melody of it that appeals to me. There we are. Deep, Deep Feeling.
Yeah, I quite like Women and Wives.
Deep, Deep Feeling is very good lyrically, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And Sliding is another great track, as well as Deep Down. I think it's his most consistent offering for a very long time, based on what
Yeah.
I've heard. I did like a couple of tracks off Egypt Station. The names come on to me, and another one, a slow one. I preferred that one. That was good. But yeah, I think it's a good album from a great songwriter, and a lot
Is
of
he?
my favorite, a lot of my
A bit
favorite,
overrated.
a lot of my favorite Macca songs are on this that have been released in a long time.
Macca.
So I was happy with it, to be honest.
I'm glad you're happy with it.
I'm
Because
so
do you know what?
happy.
It is Christmas, and I want you to have a merry, very merry Christmas.
Thank you. I've seen a lot of
Indeed.
10 out of 10 album ratings up for it on the new Instagram I've made for all my records, Cal on Vinyl, if you're interested.
Wow, that's getting
Fuck
cut out
And-
of this. No promo,
Jesus.
no self promo.
I edit it. I'll do all the selfless promo I want.
Check out my dick pics Insta, Liam Dick Pics, at Liam Dick Pics.
And I think saying it's a 10 out of
Liam
10 is
God's
just
song.
ridiculous, isn't it? Let's be real. But it's a very good album.
It's a very good album. I would say you definitely check out my Dick Pics Insta.
Liam God's
that's
song.
Liam Godschlong. Yeah, sorry, Yanni. I've just updated the name. Liam Godschlong. Yep, Liam Gerfschlong. Anyway, check that out. Back to Paul McCartney, is it? I would say
Aye,
I
aye, aye.
agree with. I listened to Paul McCartney. I listened to McCartney 1970 and McCartney II 1980 today. Listened to them all in a row just for fun, and it wasn't that fun throughout. Almost until really McCartney 3, because you're right, it's definitely the most consistent thing he's done for a while that I've listened to. I like the intro, and I like the way that the last song has that again. Boring, you, Callum?
No, sorry. There's just a bit of news that I'm getting ready for next year. Next episode.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it your Instagram? Is it Callum Vinyl?
No, but thanks for the promo.
Shut up. Yeah, I like the way the last song brings that back, and then goes into this nice, like, kind of slow acoustic
Farmhouse.
It's very nice. I did like Women and Wives. I agree with that one. I also very much like Deep Deep Feeling, although it's very long, but it's
8.5 minutes.
Just like some of
and
those
then it kind of
picks on
stops.
Liam's Grudge songs.
It's super long and girthy. But the way it like stops towards the end and then just starts again, really, every time I've listened to it, that really confuses me. The way it just kind of comes back in. Sliding's good, and I can definitely. It feels like
just
old.
imagining you like.
No, I thought like I somehow managed to line the song up twice, and I was like, "What's going on?" And Deep Down is probably my favourite, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's some like Lavatory Lil, which I wasn't really into, and that's very Beatlesy and those classic kind of like the boop. What am I thinking of, like Over the D and those songs on the album? What album's that? Abbey Road.
Why?
But they were fine then, and I feel like he's done a few since about like a Lavatory Lil and just don't really land. But generally very good. I've always thought about Paul McCartney every time I see him.
I just catch myself
Always
thinking about Paul McCartney every now and then.
Infatuated.
Whenever I see him doing anything or listen to anything he does lately,
He's got another pick for his
very much
Instagram.
bought into straight away. I'm
about
ready to I go straight to the go and see Lavatory Lil, and I'll take a new pick for Liam Gerfstrong on Insta. Whenever I see him, I've very much bought into the whole Paul McCartney died in 1970 something, whatever it is, and he was replaced by someone, and all that. It is a load of shit. It's clearly a load of shit. But every time I see him, I think about it, and I always think the way he talks about stories from like the old days seems as though he's remembered them. I don't know why. I've just got it in my head, and I always try to like analyze it, and I'm like, no, clearly it's the same person. I don't know what I'm going on about.
I don't know what you're going on about. Shut up.
The music he's done lately always feels like
he's dead.
It's not like it's not yeah, like he's dead. Like it's not the same guy that was in the Beatles. Like so that's what it feels like. And this broke the spell. This album.
Wow.
I don't know. There's a few
took
parts
a while,
of it that
but it got there.
You could I could see old Paul Macker in there. But still, there's still bits that I just think the same guy that wrote like Yesterday. Did he really write those lyrics this year? Do you know what I mean? Is that the same person? I don't know. It is him. I know it's him. I'll say that one more time.
For a fact.
I know it's him. I was there when he recorded it, and I've known him since it was Paul. So, yeah, me and Paul.
Yanni, please stop
Liam
Liam talking. What do you think about the album?
I want to see where he goes. I enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting to, because I listened to the other stuff and it's very inconsistent. It's mainly ever since he's gone like solo, which I know has been a long time at this point. It's just been like the odd song that I like, never like in a full album. I like the intro very much so, although I felt like it went on for a bit too long. Like there's a distinct point in the middle where it cuts, and like Liam, I got very confused like he did on a different song. No, but I felt like either should have built up to more and just kept on building up, or should have just stopped there. I also feel like I don't like how the last song starts with that again. It would have been better to have those two next to each other, and then it have flowed into it that way, rather than... Because, I don't like that, to be honest. Find My Way sounded a little bit like Angel Bird Can Sing in the verse. I don't know what about it, but it sounded a little bit like it. I don't know if it was the drums more than anything. But I really like the chorus falsettos. That chorus melody and everything was beautiful. And I think, judging by the interviews he's given, Find My Way is maybe like the single of the album. Yeah. To be honest, from what I can gather. And I really like that. someone please tell him to stop writing lyrics like he did on the song Pretty Boys. It made me want to throw up.
Paul. Paul. Give it a break, mate.
It was just cringe as fuck when he was like, "Oh, give me your best pose, darling, baby. You're a stunner. Look at you work it, girl." It was just.
It's about me, that song.
It's very disgusting.
That's about Liam's God song.
It's about me.
Lav Lil, I'll put on here, is a fun little fun little tune. Deep Down Feeling, an incredible journey. That's probably my favourite song on the album. But the thing is, I probably wouldn't listen to it again. Like, I don't. It's too long.
It's a bit too long.
Yeah, but it was definitely the highlight of. Besides Find My Way, that was definitely the highlight. It was just unlike anything else on there, and he's done from what I know of, and it was very, very good. And then I just thought Sliding was groovy. But yeah, Pretty Boys, Hiss of Venus, Seize the Day, Deep Down, not so much as the rest, but Deep Down, not so much. Those ones I just listed before it were kind of like the weak points for me. I could do without those tracks, really. But overall, very, very happy with it.
That's the main thing.
I'm glad you like it, Yanni. Because I made it just for you.
Thanks, Dad. Are you the actual Paul McCartney?
Oh, shit.
So, now we must rate it out of 10. Because there's boys on the range that are waiting to hear what score it'll be.
I think they're going to be upset this week.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
also feel like they'll be
I
upset.
think they're going to be upset.
So, we'll go in order of alphabets. So,
Order of schlong size.
oh, in that case,
Oh, okay.
Liam. No, Cal, go first, please.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Solid, big, strong.
Yeah,
Schlong.
Big, strong 8.
yeah, straight out the bat.
You seem happy with that. You seem confident. I
I'm
like that. I like
confident,
this
yeah.
posture, Callum.
Yeah, shoulders out. It's an 8.
Nice.
I don't care what you guys think. I think
do
it's
it,
an 8.
Yeah. He's texting Paul now.
I am.
8, mate.
Hey, Paul. Go on, Mr. Schlong.
Mr. Liam
Godfrey's
Godfrey
written-
Gerf Schlong. God
fools.
Schlong.
On the hill. 2021.
2020.
Did you say
Final.
schlongs on the hill?
God on a schlong. Final rating. Sorry. Technically, it's the final rating of 2020, but it's also the
We've already
first
said
rating of
Happy New Year.
2021. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Guess what? We didn't record this live.
Fucking hell.
The first rating of 2021, the inaugural rating for Liam Godfrey Gerfschlong Godschlong on the hill, for Paul McCartney, I, is a girthy 7 out of 10.
Oh. Now it's all
Although,
down to me.
it's a strong 7.
Now
it's
it's,
very
now it's
high
all
score.
down to me. Mine is a nice, veiny, sturdy hearth of a 7 out of 10.
Oh,
Beautiful. Beautiful. I would like to say it would be like a 15 out of 20.
Okay. So, Liam.
I'm just saying it's a high 7. So that
Do the
means
maths.
we
So
have
7.5 then.
we have a for the mean we have 7 1/3. I guess that works out as 7.3 recurring. For a
Alright.
mode we have 7. For a median we have 7. Wow, that's a 7.
Wow.
But for the range, very upsetting. It's starting off bad 2021. I'm sorry if you're a range fan, you really need to sort your priorities out. You are getting a very ungirthy range of 1. That's all you're getting. Just a little 1.
I'm sorry for all you range fans. I know you're only here for the range, but
One for January. January is the first month. This is the first episode.
wow.
Released on the 1st. Not really. A couple of days after. And I'm the first one to say this. It's a 1. I had some I don't know what I was going to say. Sorry, Range fans, sort yourself out. But that is the. Do you know what? That is the end of Album Spotlight.
It is.
But it's also the end. It's the first end of Album Spotlight because this is the first episode of 2021. We've got a big year ahead for you. But anyway, forgot we had to do a segment. Up next, we have a little segment I like to call. I don't know, Yanni. What do I like to call it?
I think it starts with the word under, and then it proceeds with the needle.
It's under the needle.
Liam is getting his first tattoo of the year. But we must wait to find out what that is. First of all, Mr. Colm Davies must give his rundown of the vinyl that he's purchased, acquired, obtained, sought after.
I'm going to start with...
Four.
I'm going to start with the two that I've bought. Well, the three that I bought, kind of. The first is the Joshua Tree by U2, the reissue. Sadly, Karis couldn't go home for Christmas this year, and we'd already exchanged gifts for Christmas. So I felt a bit tight that she'd be at my house, not opening any presents. So I bought her another present. Chose this. I wanted it. She wanted it. Works out well.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Next one is Come Around Sundown by Kings of Leon.
Hey,
I had
nice.
Yeah, I had an Amazon voucher for 15 quid off my nan, and this was like 17.
go on, man.
This was like 17 quid, so I was like, oh, go on then. I don't like buying records off Amazon. I try and go to record shops because
Local.
I'm nice.
stores.
But sometimes you just got to play the game, haven't you?
You've got to, mate. Listen, your happiness is important.
Yeah, exactly. So, Come Around Sundown. Only the second Kings of Leon album I have. The first one is Walls, which just upsets me.
Oh wow,
It's weird. That's really weird.
I know, but I want to get because of the times, but
I've
it's
not.
expensive. It's like 30 quid.
it is. I've got it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you got the black version or the red version?
I can't see it.
Yeah. Oh, that
colourblind.
is true. That is true. Sorry.
Dark grey.
God damn
I'm
it.
debating
Very,
whether or
very
not
dark
to
grey.
I'm debating whether or not to buy the red version off Discogs for like an extra 15 quid.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I might do.
I don't have any Kings of Leon.
Oh,
I
give it a
wait for me the
rest.
single.
Give it a
That's it.
rest, Liam. It's not your turn.
And another one which I'll go in more depth with another
Words.
time. Yeah, I'll try that one again. I've got High Visceral Part 1 and 2 by Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. They re-released 1,000 the other day. But it's at home and I'm in Chester, so I haven't got my hands on it yet, but it has arrived. So I will do...
You shouldn't talk about it then. Don't stop talking about it.
All right.
Stop now. Damage control.
Now about my Christmas records. Karis got me a nice plethora of 7 inches, and by plethora I mean 3. Starting with Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes by Edison Whitehouse. Everyone
Great
knows this is a tune. The next...
Came on today. It was a really good
Oh,
song.
it's just amazing.
Really good song.
Bad boy tune, you know.
Next is Mary's Boy Child / Oh My Lord by Boney M.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord. Liam had this last episode, but I didn't know.
I did.
I haven't copied you, even though
You have.
who cares if I had. And the next one is Jet by someone I've never heard of called Paul McCartney.
He died, I think. In
It's Liam. Liam's best mate.
1996.
Oh, another 7-inch I got off Karis was My Guy by Mary Wells, which is another great tune.
How's that go on? How's that on go, Colin?
I'll play it for you later.
No, this little. I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No. It's a bit
Another
Motown,
one.
Northern Soul type vibes. Next, sorry, there's 3 more. Gideon's Bible by Children of the State, which is it's called a mini album, but there's 4 songs on it, so it's definitely an EP. They had a sale on their Bandcamp. I bought it, but got it for Christmas.
Wow.
Next was I Had the Blues live at Brixton by Bombay Bicycle Club. It was the deluxe version, and I got the first album studio release as well in it, black vinyl. Very nice. And the last one was Polysom by Chiron Urs, is how I'm going to pronounce that. I've looked many places. I don't know how to say it, but that's how the needle drop said it.
Chiron Urs!
So that's how I'm saying it. It was on purple
That's gonna
vinyl.
be lovely for ears.
Yeah, I hate you
Yeah,
already.
you're welcome.
It's on purple vinyl. Got it from Banquet Records. Lovely stuff. I would now like to stop
stuff.
talking. Liam.
Oh,
Please.
Liam, tell us what tattoo you got.
Welcome to the Liam Godfrey segment of the podcast. Liam Godshalom. What tattoos I have on? I have one tattoo. Thanks for listening. I would like to talk about the records I got over the last couple of weeks.
I'd like you to get cracking with that then.
I'd like to start with a song called Tinsel Gate from the band Shame. Now, I haven't listened to this yet, and there's a very obvious reason why. It's not obvious, but there's a big reason.
It's not
why.
longer Christmas.
So, pardon?
It's not longer Christmas.
No, on Christmas I have to wait till next year. No, so this came with a pre-order from a website, Secretly Store. That's who it was. Secretly Store did first 100 orders or something of the new Shame record, pre-orders, sorry. Got this Tinselgate record, which I'll go into a bit more detail in a moment. I already ordered the album from somewhere else, so I ordered a cassette copy just so I could get this because I wanted it. And it's basically a Christmas card. Comes and it says like Merry Christmas, hope you have a lovely Christmas and a New Year, blah blah. And the kind of front part of the card, I guess, is the record. So I guess it's kind of flexi disc. It's kind of cool.
Cool.
Although unplayable unless you take the two parts of the card apart, which it does come with a perforated line, so you can rip it apart.
I do love a good perforation.
But I don't want to do that because I want to keep it exactly as it is. So, bit of a dilemma. I can't play it with it together because you can't fold it because there's no hole on the bottom side, and you can't just open out because it's too wide. So it's a bit of a dilemma. So I haven't actually listened to it. But that was pretty cool.
More of a
I haven't found
collector's
the song online yet.
item.
Certainly, but maybe one day I'll just break it and listen to it. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice little Christmas card. Next one up is the single "Fishing" by Sports Team. Now, Colin, I also have a copy of this for you.
Yeah.
But, I'll give it to you one day.
Thank you.
I already had this, but Sports Team decided to put a bunch of records up for free.
For free.
Following a number of arduous trials and challenges. But anyway, I managed to get 2 copies for free. Absolutely for free. There was no cost.
Were they free?
They were free, mate. So I already had a copy which was signed by a few of them from when we saw them somewhere.
Liverpool?
It will have been Liverpool because we've seen them both times. I don't know which time was it. Second time. But this one is not signed, obviously, and yeah, I've got 2 copies. Anyway, the next one is a copy of a EP. It came out early this year, or maybe even last year, actually. And they re-released it in a few different colourways. The first one, I think, was pink with a green blob in the middle. And there was 300 copies, not sold out like straight away. And then there was this version I've got. Also only 300 copies, but I think it's still for sale for some reason. I guess only 400 people wanted to buy it. So, but it's Twin Peaks EP Side A on 10-inch. Tricolour Minty Meltaway is what it's called. It's basically like it's split in thirds. Bone. The colours are named Bone, Baby Mint, and Spring Green.
Is Bone just one?
Bone it's like a bone. It's like a bit off-white.
Ivory,
I guess. Although I've just realised it says Baby Mint and Spring Green, but it's pink. So maybe that's supposed to say Baby Pink, and I've written that down. Don't know. It's basically off-white, pink, and green. It's very nice. But it's a great EP. I absolutely love it, and it sounds really good. And that's come from America, and I've been waiting months for it. So it's cool that it arrived just today, actually. But yeah, worth listening. Twin Peaks is great. And then on to my Christmas gets. First one up is the wonderful... What are you laughing at?
Christmas gets.
I got them, didn't I? I got them, so I
I
got them.
can't argue with that logic.
The fantabulous live album, Live Drugs, from the band The War on Drugs.
Stop going on about it.
It's so good.
I'm only joking.
I'm allowed to, it's a different thing.
I'm only joking.
It's a double LP on opaque purple, very nice looking. A bit annoying that it's a double LP because it's a live album, and so having to turn 2 discs over kind of
Ruins the immersion.
breaks. Yeah, exactly. It takes you out of the immersion because they do flow perfectly, and so like when you put the second record on, it starts very much mid like cheering, which is kind of weird. And it
Mid
doesn't
cheering
really work very well.
Is he brother of Ed?
Oh.
Oh god. What else have we got to say on that? But yeah, it's very good. It sounds very good. It's a very, very good quality record. It sounds fantastic. The actual sleeve is like very
it's like
good.
a book, isn't it, Liam?
It's like a book. It feels like a book. It's quite like it's kind of tough cardboard. It's nice. Anyhow, next one up is the album Collector by Disc with a Q on silver vinyl, released this year. Very good album. Very much enjoy this album. Great album. This actually, just before we started recording, I was going to tell you. I told you that I had a story to tell you.
You did.
And I was going to say it at the very beginning, but I'd forgotten it.
Just say it.
Just remembered what it was.
Say it.
So, I've been listening to this album. It arrived, I got for Christmas, so I've been listening to it a few times since Christmas. And there's one song on the album called Gentle. So this is the Disc album, song called Gentle. And the beginning,
On silver
each time I hear
vinyl,
it-
disc with a Q.
Disc with a Q, silver vinyl. Shut up.
Have I ever
So
told
the
you that I
song-
love the Live Drugs album?
It's really good, isn't it? It's really good. It's not as good on vinyl though because you.
Oh,
break the
shut
immersion.
up.
No, so the song.
It's like a book.
Stop it. Stop interrupting. It just takes longer. The song "Gentle" by Disc with a Q. Every time I've heard it, and I was listening to it only last night and this morning even, and the beginning reminds me of the song "Low" by Cracker. It doesn't. When listening to "Low" again, it's not.
Have to take your word for that.
Wallflower?
Yeah.
You know Perks. Do you know when they go into the party and he gets stoned for the first time?
Yeah, don't do that.
And there's a
at
song in the background about being stoned. You'd know it. You'd probably recognise it.
About being what?
About being stoned. The lyrics are hey, 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 I like being stoned. You'd recognise it, I think.
Wow.
Anyway, the intro sounds on the song Gentle. sounds like,
Tell us your next vinyl.
Sounds like Low by Cracker, and I've thought this in my brain today. Twice on my mega playlist on shuffle, the song Low by Cracker came on.
What a funny
That is
story.
It's not. It's no. I think they're in my brain. That my playlist is 80 hours long.
Wow.
And
It's like when you talk.
I had to restart it. I had to restart it twice, and within 5 songs, the song "Low" by Cracker came on. And I've not said this out loud.
I don't think.
so
Right, I'm just gonna
concerned.
say. I think that is Spotify's shit shuffle algorithm.
It is. I agree, and also the same. 4 Kings of Leon songs came on the road.
I think genuinely, it's not worth talking about now. So, what's your next?
That's a story.
I would just before we move
whatever.
on to the next
Whatever.
one. How are you going to possibly link that at the start of the podcast? What
I
relevance?
was just going
would
to tell you what
that
my week's. That's what my week's been like. That's what I've been up to. You said what I'm doing. And I've been freaked out today.
Wow.
You know, I've been really freaked out. You don't care.
No.
Anyway,
You're right.
No.
next one, Pound Teeny, since I yellow vinyl.
That's the most fucking interesting one.
I know.
Okay, so Sunny Side Up, the second Pound Teeny album, they released it on yellow vinyl at the end of this year, last year, whatever year we're in now, 2020, and it sounds really good. It's a great album. It's one of the best albums ever.
Cracking.
It's fantastic. Cracking.
Did you not get the egg joke?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, bad.
Okay.
Next one, Octomonkeys live at Albert Hall on clear vinyl. You two got this the other week. Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet, but I just got it for the
Pants.
the old collection, you know. So yeah, thanks for listening.
You still here, listeners? You still live?
Yanni, what did you get this week?
I finally got the Jacksons album, the 453. It finally arrived on my doorstep, and I've also purchased. It's not
Has it
here
arrived?
yet, but
Oh no!
Don't
well,
talk about-
that.
We'll cut you out
Ooh.
there, please.
Save it for the next one.
I've
Listen.
also
We're cutting you out
fell
there.
in
Thanks
love
for listening.
this week with the sound
Of
of
bread.
Liam.
Well, I've got
um,
plenty to say if you want to listen.
No. And that's it because I can't speak. I've signed a waiver, a wafer, thin biscuit, and that's it. We're drawing to a close,
Aligned.
my friends, my fellow listeners. So next week's album spotlight is blank because
Blank.
there was nothing we found immediately whilst researching before the podcast. So, I think a good place to follow us to find that information out
Seamless.
would
Lovely.
be Callum Davis.
Would be
Liam Godslong.
Cal on vinyl.
Honest.
No. At Fools on a Hill podcast on Instagram and Facebook. At Fools on a Hill pod on Twitter. We will also have a playlist available on Spotify for all the
It's
tunes
going to
we
be of
spoke
the
about.
Paul McCartney album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, the tunes we spoke about in this episode. Liam,
Mhm.
I believe you have a little announcement you would like to announce.
Me?
You
Oh,
try and
I
do
do
it.
have a little
Yeah, try and do it in
announcement.
2 sentences though. Because
sure. What we're gonna do to round up, because 2020 has been such a big year in everyone's lives, but also an important year for music. We haven't decided. We are going to be releasing 4 episodes over the next 4 weeks. Basically working out our album of the year. So our first episode comes Thursday the 7th, so this Thursday, I guess, and that will be Callum's top 10. Then the week after, the next Thursday on the 14th, will be my top 10.
tune in for that 7-hour episode.
Big bumper on there. 21st of January, we'll have Yanni's top 10 of 2020.
Hello.
And then 28th of January, which will be the last one, we will basically work out our joint top 10 albums of 2020. We will battle it out to find the foolish album of 2020.
We will get the host of Raven in, and we will have a winner.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Imagine.
I always want to go on Raven.
Yeah, same. I
Oh,
could definitely do every single task.
Yep.
Easy.
but yeah, I'm sure you could. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. There will be, I guess there's already been a Instagram and Twitter post about this, and there will be in place of our usual little
Our little cheesy
cute
grins.
pictures. So keep an eye there. We'll release the pictures when we release the episodes if you forget the dates. But yeah, listen in, please.
Wow. Well, that was wonderfully
And-
put, Liam. You know what? At times like this, I wish someone would wrap it up.
Well, on that note, Yanni, thanks for listening all, and welcome to the new year, 2021. May it be a better one for you and your kin. Bye.
See you in a bit.
Tatty bye.
My back's killing.